All right, sorry, man. I just want to say thank you for taking the time to interview with us today. So I'm gonna ask you a series of questions first, and we go from there. So starting off, just tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me about your background and whatnot.
My first starters, my name is Troy Simon. I was born in Kansas City and Missouri, and I grew up most of my time there playing childhood sports, football, basketball, soccer. I ran track and baseball. So I've been playing sports for a pretty long time. I ended up playing high school football in Georgia, and I received a scholarship to end up playing at the University of Toledo. So I ended up playing football there for about 4 or 5 years, and I got to learn from some pretty great coaches and great players and great mentors, and that led me here. So I just finished up my master's program there, and this is the first job, my first time searching for jobs outside of school.
Oh, okay, okay. What makes you interested in being the head coach here at this high school?
Um, I'm real interested in this high school because it's close to my area. So it's just like a connection I feel because I played in the area, and I feel like with everything I learned over the years and the experiences that I've gone through, I feel like I could be a good mentor for a lot of young people that are looking to become, great young men outside of just football players. So I just want to lead the next generation and just creating great young men for our universe.
Sound good. Sound good. So tell me a little bit about your coaching philosophy. Yeah, like what would you do? What would you want to do with these players? How would you get these guys evolved and going in the right direction?
So, for me, my coaching philosophy, my main philosophy would be to just get a real good personal connection with my players. I don't want to just be, a coach. See, I've been blessed with the opportunity to play for a lot of different types of coaches, so I know the different types of coaches and how it can affect players and their growth as people outside of just sports. So for me, firstly, I want to get to know my players on a personal level so they feel comfortable, opening up and being themselves around me, and that way I can know how to help them when they need it. So obviously, I want to get wins, but I'm not gonna come in immediately and just winning games is gonna be on my mind. First, I want to be able to reach my team and start to build a legacy piece by piece. I don't want to just come in and expect to build Rome in a day. So I just want to be able to take my time with the players and really get to know them and just be more of like a. I want to consider myself like an uncle, a older relative to the players.
I got you. I got you. How would you get these guys to buy in? Is that your philosophy to get these guys to buy in as well, just to be advocate for them guys and be a role model?
Yeah. So basically, I know that buying in it takes time. So I gotta first of all I gotta be able to evaluate the players as athletes and as people. So that's not something that you can just do quickly. But when I am able to evaluate the players and I can try to pick the ones I can see that could be potential leaders for the program, I just want to embed a culture into them. Firstly, that's like one of my main things. I want to get the few leaders on the team to buy in, and then I just kind of want to make the team more player led than anything. So they're not just hearing it from me. So I know I got to find leaders firstly to get the guys to buy in. And once, the better players on the team or the guys on the team that people look up to on it, if they're bought into the culture that I'm trying to build, then I think that's like a easy first step to getting guys to buy in.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So what values would you bring to these kids in these in the program?
So my values, I just want the kids to be good people. I want them to show good manners at all times. I want them to care about the student part of being a student athlete too. I don't want to be one of those coaches that's only concerned about football. If one of my guys has to be a little bit late to practice because he needs to study with somebody or meet up with a teacher, I'm perfectly fine with that. And so my values are, I want to create good young men before I create winners and champions. So and I feel like the winning and the championships come with having a team full of good men and a culture full of good men, and so my values definitely lie in the type of person that you are, not the type of athlete that you are.
Sounds good. All right. So tell me a little bit about your academic plan. We're really big around here on academics and grades and getting these guys in college and whatnot. So we just wanted to hear your little philosophy behind your academic plan, what you have in place, you guys, when you get in here.
So firstly, I want to identify the high needs guys firstly, which is guys that need the most academic attention. I want to put them in a group together, and we can try to figure out times for them to get the proper tutoring and everything like that. And then I want another group of guys that, or maybe just lack effort, guys that I know that are can do the work, but maybe just are lacking effort. It's just like my middle of the pack guys. And then the guys that excel in the classroom, I'm gonna separate them in a way. So the guys that are excelling in the classroom, they're gonna be exposed to different privileges that the guys that are lacking in the classroom. So I want it to be known that having good grades and having good academic standing goes a long way. You can't just be a guy that comes in and only cares about athletics. If I have those type of guys, I mean, they're just simply not going to play. So if you're in the lower category, or you're missing class, you're not turning in homework assignments, not doing the in-class assignments, you might not practice that day. You might not practice that whole week. I'm gonna make these guys understand that class is one of the most important things that comes along with being a football player. So, that's I'm gonna crack down on that like first day. I want that to be good. That grades is gonna be the most important thing.
Gotcha, man. Sounds good. All right, man. Tell me a time that you had to lead a group to finish a task to win a game. Extent.
It was a time when I was in JUCO, and the team was down bad at the half, and it was at the point in the season where winning or losing didn't really matter. It was came to a point we already had accumulated a couple losses, so we knew playing for a national championship, was no longer in the question. Playing for the conference championship is no longer in the question. So at this point in the season, a lot of the guys were mostly focused on where they was going to school next year, or if they was going to pass their classes to be eligible to go to a school in this division or that division. So, I had to, and so I could just feel that the energy on the team was just shifting to like, whatever, like the season's almost over anyway. So, I mean, I got the guys together at halftime, and I just let them know, like, this is a special time we got. Like, you feel me? We only get to be around this group of people for so long. This is it. Like, we never going to get to play another game with this guy and this guy. These guys you're looking at in the locker room, and the guys really banded together, and we went out there and we put up one of the better fights. We were playing together. We were having fun. We were just really enjoying our time together, which was going to be one of our last times playing together. So I remember I got a lot of respect for that, because I wasn't really a guy that spoke out a whole lot, but just bringing a team together in a time where it seemed like people didn't care, I felt like I got them to care. And, I led us through that second half, and we ended up winning that game, which was one of our last games together. And it was just a really good time for the team,
Oh, yeah. Good, man. All right, man. I'm getting down to the last two questions for you. So, first, how would you get the community involved? Yep.
So for starters, we're gonna need to fundraise. Every team's gonna need equipment and cleats and all types of things that the new guys always want. The younger generation is always kind of flashy. They want a lot of things. So for like I'm gonna get out in the community and do community car washes. We're gonna do pancake drives at Applebee's. We just gonna get out there, and that's a way for us to raise money and also get our face in the community and get a couple more people in the stands. We're gonna be at the younger teams football games. I got some of the guys already talking about how we can ref some of the younger games and just be out there helping with the water and all of that. So yeah, that's my biggest thing for getting out in the community, is just for like those fundraising opportunities, and then just little things around the town that people come out to.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. And last question, man. What would you be your 30-day plan if you got this position?
Say that one more time.
What would be your 30-day plan if you got this position?
So my first 30 days would just be getting the guys together, meeting with position groups at a time and just trying to get a feel for the type of team I got. That would be my objective for the first week, to just understand who I got as just individuals and on both sides of the ball. And then the next week, I would be more focused on who's gonna fit into the schemes and things like that. And we're just gonna trying to figure out a way for some of the guys to you know um to get to know each other better and get to know myself better and some of the new coaching staff members that I might be able to bring. So that would just be my first 30 days would be more focused on the players getting to know me and the staff, and me for getting a feel on some of the players, hearing some of the backstory, knowing who my high needs guys are, or who my guys that excel in certain fields are. So my first 30 days is definitely going to be more centered around getting to know my team, getting to know my coaching staff, getting to know the community, just so I can know how I should move accordingly with the team. I don't want to push any buttons in the community or on the campus or anything. So I just want to spend my first 30 days just, getting a feel for my environment.
Sounds great, man. That sounds great. Well, that's all I have for you today, man. I just want to thank you for coming out and interviewing with us, and we'll get back to you shortly. And lastly, man, you got anything else for me before we get out of here?
I just wanted to ask about the salary. I know the salary varies from city to city, team to team, coach to coach, but how do you guys feel as far as the salary for just a coach, not a coach and a teacher?
Oh well, since we're a city league, probably the coaches probably get paid around 25, that probably around 25,000, being a part-time head coach, without a teaching position. But yeah, so that's where we'll stand at. But I know if you were looking to go out to there, to probably to one of the suburban schools, you probably will get like around 40,000 as well. But yeah, our pay is probably around 25,000, which you'll be looking at as a part-time head coach and down there at the city league.
Okay, well, I hope to hear back from you soon.
All right, man. I appreciate your time, man, and I'll get back to you, man, shortly.
All right, appreciate you.